Holy smokes. It's Friday. It's what? Yeah, it's Friday. Let's talk about all this stuff. Be right back. Oh my word, oh my word, oh my word, oh my word. It is really Friday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How you doing today? Hope that this audio video as always finds everybody doing well. Welcome to the Save Money and More with Jan channel. I'm Jan. I cannot believe it's already Friday. I think you figured that out by now. Today I want to talk about how time goes by and so does opportunity. What? What are you talking about? But wait a minute, Jan, isn't this the day of the week that we discuss stockpiling? Yeah, I'll get to that in a couple of minutes or so. All right. Here's the thing. Now, if somebody was to say to me back in 2018, the first time that I smashed down the record button, and let me tell you, that is a scary experience. Like, I didn't know what am I doing? Okay, anyway, that's its own show. Trust me on that. But the first time I smashed down the record button on this platform, it's an exciting moment, it's an exhilarating moment, it's a scary moment, but it's a moment, okay? But my mentality, looking back at that time, if somebody was to say to me, Jan, you are not going to get off this platform by choice for the future next 5.5 years. We're at the beyond 5.5 year mark for me, well beyond that. As a matter of fact, on July 22nd, shockingly, it'll make 6 years because on July 22nd, 2018, that's the first day that I uploaded a video. No, no, no. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I was really surprised the other day. This is what I want to mention to you, and it does have a correlation to stockpiling. Okay, just in case you wonder, well, here's the stockpiling chat, Jan. I'm getting up to it. I'm getting up to it. I'm leading up to it. All right. Back in 2018, if anybody was to say to me that by April of 2024, number one, that I would still be making daily uploaded content, I'd be going, yeah, right. Right now, I didn't know this offhand, but according to my records, I did over 2,400 something videos. What? Yeah, 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 yeah. What? So, okay, but still, what does that have to do with the price of fish? And you know how much I feel about fish, right? Not too much, except tuna fish because it tastes like chicken. And you know that story. And the rest of the fish is like, if fish tastes a lot like fish, I don't like it. I'm just saying. But anyway, getting back to and away from fish for the moment, let's talk about stockpiling. If somebody was to say to somebody that really didn't care about stockpiling, that, one day you're actually going to have a pretty well stocked pantry, maybe perhaps that person can't see through their current lens. Maybe that person cannot look into the future, say, but that's not possible. I'm not into that. I can't think about these things. But yet, here's how it starts. Like with me, it started with video number one. As scary as it was, whatever. I was just like, literally, I was just putting my toe in the water of the lake to see how cold it is. You know where I'm going with that. Okay. But never, ever, ever could I have ever possibly envisioned that I would remain diligent every single day posting and upload. Now, most people, let's get back to uploading videos for a moment. Most YouTubers do not upload daily. So what happened was, in the beginning time, before I smashed down the record button for the first time, I was watching Money Mom. And I said, I like this lady. I think she's really cool. She's very interesting. She's like very real. I love real people. I could spot a phony. I could spot a phony in 2 seconds. That's just the way I am. I could spot a phony. But Money Mom Dawn tells it like it is. I said, this lady is nice, and I bet she's a teacher. And I was just like goofing. Little did I know she was when I found out. So I started my first binge watching channel was actually Dawn's channel. And then we became friends. Okay. So like as time went by, you never know in life, right? And to be honest with you, when I started doing this channel, I said, I'm here to make videos, not to make friends. That is the truth. That is the truth. I said, my mindset is not making videos. I just want to focus on video, video, video. But you can't be totally that way because no person is an island. Okay. And you have to network. You may not have to break bread with people and sing songs with them and all that stuff. Just, you see where I'm going with this. You have to somewhat have a very, friendly attitude and be receptive to the possibility of knowing people. But again, that's its own show. But let's go back to stockpiling. Now, 12, 15 years ago, whenever we had Superstorm Sandy, I'm glad we had at least a 2-week stash. And my mom and I, as many of you listeners know, we were well stocked and prepared. We weren't even supposed to get hit with a power outage at all, whatsoever. Not in this area. Yes, okay. So the storm itself was nasty. The storm itself was very nasty, very windy that night. But due to a problem in, let's say, like miles away from the location that I was at, there was a transformer explosion or interruption or something. The wind hit something and it knocked out an electrical transformer in the city, which put lights out for many, many people. Like, what? Okay, so like, all right, I cannot tell you how happy that we were prepared because there were people that, they weren't prepared. They left it off. They kept looking back to the year before saying, ha ha, hee hee, ho ho, when we had a similar warning, a similar storm was predicted, and we missed it. By the grace of goodness, we missed it here. All right. So people were counting on the history of that and putting their bets on that. Not my mom and I. We were putting our bets on, we don't really know what this thing is capable of. And that's when we went on this mission, because for 2 weeks prior, they kept talking about the storm on weather channels. You know what I mean? So little by little, for like literally 2 weeks straight, we went to the market and we carried our stuff back, in small packages. And, we had to carry them up numerous flights of steps. So instead of having like 1,000 packages in one time, what we did was make daily trips for 2 weeks. But here's again, we're doing something positive in a small manner. You see where I'm going with this? Adds up. It all adds up. Time's going to go by no matter what we do. Whether we like it or not, time's going to go by. So I look at it this way. Wouldn't it be a great thought to do one positive thing, whether it's for our health, whether it's for our financial security, whether it's for whatever, education? I have this thing like where I like to learn a new word or two. I don't do it every day. The goal is every day. But even if I learn, let's say 3 or 4 different words a week, I might speak to someone that I know is a learned person. And I hate when they say, oh, why don't you just look it up? I don't want to look it up. I want to discuss this word. Sometimes people want to have actual convos. You know where I'm going with this? So I have a friend that is extremely learned person, and I will ask that person certain questions, okay? And that person has no issue. So by doing that, learning 4 or 5 brand new words every single week, learning never stops. So I chose to learn about 4 or 5 brand new words every single week. If I do that every single month, that's 20 new words a month. And there's 12 months in a year, okay? That's a lot of brand new words. Like to keep my brain alive and my knowledge expanded. That's the way it works for me. So let's get back to dial it again back to stockpiling. When you begin your stockpile, it's going to be very difficult to have the vision of like the end product. There is no end product because the stockpile is like a living and breathing thing. Right now, my stockpile is on the low side. It reminds me of the tide. The tide goes in, the tide goes out. Sometimes it's lower, and sometimes it's higher. I replenish it, I use it. Okay, it's not meant to be there for the rest of my born days. Okay, it is to be used. Okay, and reasonably stocked up for in case there's emergency. So you have to work on that. Not you personally, all of us. So I just want to mention that. So now I'm on the lower side again, and now I have to start rebuilding it again. So, and that's fine. And I don't get overwhelmed. I'm like, no, no overwhelm. If I want to get, let's say, the goal, I may want to reach a goal of, like, say, 8 to 10 items in the next few months, each month. That's a lot of items by the fall. That's the way I look at it. Now that, the warmer weather is here and all this and all that, I'm just saying. So the bottom line is don't let any day go by and not view it as an opportunity. Time goes by, and so does the opportunity, but time goes by on a daily, consistent basis. Let's look at it this way. Let's suppose I said, hey, do you think you could save $2 a day for the next 7 days? And you laugh it off and go, it's $14. You might say no to it and laugh at it. Another listener or viewer may say, you know what? Janet's right. I'm going to try to save $2 a day for the next 7 days. That person has $14 in their pocket in a week. The choice is ours. We have to want to do it. There are a few other things that we need to choose to do. And I'd like to gently remind you about this. It is so true. The choice is forever ours, but never, ever, ever give up on savings. I don't care if it's $2 a day. I don't care if it's $1 a day. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Will that make you a gazillionaire? No, but it might get you through an easier month of bills or groceries. To me, peace of mind of having the groceries and the bills paid and a roof, to me, there is no better price tag than to know that your bills are paid, and then you can begin to save extra, and with that extra you can begin to invest it. You see where I'm going with this? It has to start from the training wheels position. I'm just saying, listen, everybody, have a wonderful weekend. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for your comments below, and always, always, always add as many savings tips as you can to this. It really, really helps. And don't forget to do the following. I'm really asking from the bottom of my heart, if you truly like this video and you came this far to the video, but still didn't click like, I would really appreciate it if you did. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care of yourself and your wonderful family. Hey, wait a minute. Where's my happy song? Happy song time. Take care, everybody. Take good care of yourself and your wonderful, wonderful family.